Good evening, students. I welcome you to my YouTube channel, and here we are discussing some of the questions that are given to you in your homework. So, today is 21st of April, and I have given you two questions in your homework that are in first question that are based on the gravitational force. So, first of all, you must know the formula for gravitational force. That formula is G into gravitational force is equal to, we have already discussed in our lecture today, that force is equal to G into m1 into m2, where m1 and m2 are mass of respective bodies, and r square, where r is the distance between two bodies. So in this video I will discuss two questions, and after that discuss I will give a brief introduction about tomorrow's topic that we will discuss tomorrow. So I hope the question is visible to you now, and we will solve this question. You have to not remember any of the answer, you have to clear your basics. Okay, you have to depend upon the concepts. Okay, so you have to worry about nothing. So I am taking the first question, in which case gravitation force will be more, or you can say maximum. So students, here we have three cases: case number 1, case number 2, and case number 3. So it is in the question it is asked in which case the gravitation force will be maximum. So you have to consider two factors here. So I am discussing the case number 1 with this color. Here you can say gravitational force is equal to G into 5 into 2, because one body has mass to 5 kg and another has 2 kg, and distance between them is 1 square. That means you can write it as its value is 10 G by 1. I am not putting the value of G here because we have to find the maximum force. We don't have to find the exact value. So this is the force of first case. Now I have changed the color and I am discussing the second case with this color. Now you can see the value of force will be G into m1 into m2, that means 10 into 4. So I hope this is clear to you now. And in denominator we have distance square, so I have to square this distance 4 square, so 4 square will be 16. So I am writing directly 16. You can write two steps. So here we have 16. That means if I cancel it with 4 for the 16, then you will get okay, you will get, and 5 2 is the 10, so you will get 5 by 2. In final answer you will get 5 by 2 G. So this is the force, this is the result of force in second case. Now we have another case, so I am discussing this case, third case, with this color. I hope this is visible. Now we have G into 10 into 10, because both the masses are of 10 kg, and here distance square means 2 square, so 2 square will be, in the denominator we have 4. So after the calculation the result will be 10 times the 100, so 100 by 4 is 25 G. So students, in which case, wait, 25 G. So students, in which case the force is maximum? In the first case force is 10 G, in the second case force is 5 by 2 G, and in the third case force is 25 G. So force is maximum in the third case. So this is the case in which force is maximum. I hope this question is clear to you now. so that you take the screenshot of this question and note down in notebook, so that we can proceed to the next question. So students, I hope this question is clear to you now. Okay, so now we are moving to next question. So our next question is similar to this one. So in the next question is asked, in which case gravitation force is minimum. So in you have to tell the minimum. So in this case I am writing the solutions. So G into 2 into 1, 2 into 1 and divide by 1, 1 square, 1 square is 1. So in first case you will get gravitational force equal to 2G. I hope this is clear to you now. After that, this is the first case, so I am discussing the second case with color change. So in this case your answer will be G into 8 to the 16 divide by 2 square, distance square, so 2 square will be 4. So in this case you will get answer as 4G. So in this case answer will be 4G. Now I am changing the color again and finding the force for this case. Now you can see G into 4 into 1 divided by distance square. So here distance is 3 meter, so 3 square means 9. So here the force is 4 by 9G, 4 by 9G. So I hope you can find the minimum force in which case. So in first case it is 2G, in second case it is 4G, and in third case it is 4G by 9. So this is in denominator, that means this force is minimum. So students, in this case, case number 3 has minimum gravitational force. So till now in this video we have discussed two questions, and both the questions have answer number 3, case number 3. So in the first case we have to find the maximum force, and in the second case we have to find the minimum force. I hope these two questions are clear to you now, and this was the today's homework. So now I will move to the content that we will discuss tomorrow. So you can see, if I clear this screen, okay, now, so students, we have started with plus 1 physics unit number 1. So here we are, this page we have discussed already, this page already today, and so now we are at the physical quantities. So the quantities on which we can apply the laws of physics, that are called physical quantities. And there are two types of physical quantities. One is fundamental, the another one is derived. In the fundamental physical quantities, these are the physical quantities which are further not divided, like we have time or we have mass, so we cannot divide mass into further. Mass is not written as any other term. But in the derived, if you look at the derived physical quantities, so here we have velocity, and we can divide the velocity. Okay, wait for 1 minute. I hope now it is more clear. Wait for 1 minute, wait. Students, please wait for 1 minute. Okay, I have to close it and suppose you open it. So students, we were at physical quantities, and I was discussing about the fundamental and derived physical quantities. So fundamental physical quantities are those which cannot be further divided. Okay, wait for Students, just wait 1 minute. There is some problem. Now it's okay. No, it's not. So now I hope something is visible. So I am just ending this video with few explanations. Wait for 1 minute. So can I write velocity as meter per second? So here it is divided. Meter is different and second is different. So whenever the quantity is divided into two terms, then we can say it is not a fundamental quantity. Like if I take the example of force, here I am taking the example of force. So force is equal to what? Force is equal to a mass into acceleration. So here mass is, we can write Newton as kilogram, acceleration as unit kilogram meter, acceleration unit meter per second square. So that means we can divide, it is composed of mass, it is composed of meter distance, it is composed of time seconds. So these are the derived units, and the units which cannot be further divided, like meter. So meter is further cannot be divided. We can write centimeter also, but it is also the unit of length. So if length unit is not divided, like area is what? Area is derived unit, like area is equal to L square. Let's suppose length into breadth area. So we can divide area into length into breadth. Length is what? Length is fundamental, breadth is also fundamental. So if the unit is obtained by using one or more fundamental, here we are using only one fundamental unit, one fundamental quantity, that is length. Here we are like in case of force, we were using three fundamental quantities: mass, length and time. So I am just discussing the importance and the difference between these two types of units. So physical quantities, and one are fundamental physical quantities, another one is derived. So tomorrow these are the units, and tomorrow we will discuss one. Today we have discussed one more thing is there, and from tomorrow we will discuss this system. So tomorrow we will discuss this system. So students, I am extending this video for your some clearance. So we have system of units, and this is the numerical value. Today we have discussed about this also. So in the lecture, so it has numerical value. So any physical quantity we represent, like suppose we represent a unit, a physical quantity by 5 meter. So it has this value. This is called numerical value, and this is called unit. And for example, you can say 100 kg, then 100 will be the numerical value and 100 kg is unit. So I have to tell you one thing, that if the numerical value increases, then the unit will decrease. Like relation between, you can see the heading is relation between the size of unit and numerical value. Like suppose length is equal to 5 meter, we can write the same length as 5 into 100 centimeter, that means 500 centimeter. Now meter is larger unit, meter is greater than centimeter. So 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. That means that when the unit decreases, like centimeter is smaller unit of length, when the unit decreases, its numerical value, so its numerical value was earlier 5, now its numerical value is 500. So that means when the unit decreases, the numerical value increases. That means they have opposite relation. So you can see that these two have opposite relation. Like you can see, size of the unit is inversely proportional to numerical value. So if the size of unit will be centimeter, then its numerical value will be more. So size of unit is inversely proportional to numerical value. So more will be the numerical value, smaller will be the unit. Like here numerical value is large, so जितनी ज़्यादा numerical value उतनी smaller units. स्टूडेंट इतना आप कवर कर लो, कल से हम डिस्कस करेंगे कुछ इस तरह की टर्म्स, और टुमारो हम डिस्कस करेंगे एडवांटेजेस ऑफ एसआई सिस्टम भी, और उसके बाद कुछ डेफिनेशंस करेंगे, ठीक है। और देन हमारा जो है आगे का कंटिन्यू टास्क हमारा स्टार्ट हो जाएगा। उसके बाद न्यूमेरिकल्स हमें मिलेंगे। एंड आप इस पीडीएफ को रीड करते रहिए जो आपको प्रोवाइड की गई है, जितना भी डेली आपका कवर होता है स्टूडेंट्स, एंड धीरे धीरे आपको सारा कुछ समझ आने लग जाएगा, फिर आप अच्छा पॉजिटिव फील करोगे। इस तरह के क्वेश्चन भी हम बच्चे स्टूडेंट्स करेंगे कंटिन्यू आगे। तो आज के लिए मेरा मोटिव था कि आपको एक बार स्टूडेंट्स जो आपको 2 होमवर्क के क्वेश्चन दिए हैं उनको क्लियर करवा दूँ, प्लस कुछ थोड़ा सा इंट्रोडक्शन आपको मिल जाए फंडामेंटल यूनिट और ड्राइव्ड यूनिट के बारे में। तो स्टूडेंट्स ठीक है, आज के लिए इतना काफ़ी है। और अगर इफ़ यू लाइक दिस वीडियो देन यू कैन शेयर दिस वीडियो विद योर फ्रेंड्स। एंड स्टूडेंट दिस इज़ द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट, स्टूडेंट्स आई थिंक दिस इज़ द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट टॉपिक फॉर ऑल ऑफ यू। ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक होगा बच्चे जब आप करोगे। हम कोशिश करेंगे इसको नेक्स्ट वीक से स्टार्ट करवा दें। तो दिस इज़ द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट टॉपिक एंड वेरी वेरी इम्पॉर्टेंट किसी भी एग्ज़ाम के लिए, आपके लिए स्कूल का एग्ज़ाम हो, बोर्ड का एग्ज़ाम हो, या फिर अगर आप अच्छी अभी आपने नॉन मेडिकल वगैरह लिया है तो जो नीट का एग्ज़ाम होगा आपका मेडिकल वाले स्टूडेंट्स के लिए, एंड जेई का एग्ज़ाम होगा उनके लिए स्टूडेंट्स ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। एंड मेरा यूट्यूब चैनल इसी तरह से चलता रहेगा, डोंट बी वरी अबाउट दैट। एंड कंटेंट हम +1 का भी अपलोड करेंगे एंड +2 का भी अपलोड किया जाएगा स्टूडेंट्स रेगुलरली। एंड एनी डाउट्स अगर आपके रहते हैं तो आप यहाँ भी पूछ सकते हो। तो थैंक यू सो मच बच्चे। स्टूडेंट जिन्होंने अभी ये फर्स्ट टाइम वीडियो देखी है, चैनल को लाइक एंड सब्सक्राइब कर दो, क्योंकि ताकि आपको जब भी कोई नया वीडियो अपलोड होती है आपको उसका नोटिफिकेशन आता रहे। थैंक यू सो मच स्टूडेंट्स फॉर ज्वाइनिंग दिस वीडियो। हैव अ नाइस डे अहेड। थैंक यू।